Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.
Hopes and opinions before the Final Four. Sofo, Schortsianitis and Nenad Krstic, a stellar duel under the boards. Hines and Kostas Papanikolaou are dreaming of a three-peat. Ante, Tomic and Sergio Rodriguez, the derby passes through their hands. Memories, predictions and victory celebrations from the actors in Milan. He is one of the most devastating players of the entire Turkish Airlines Euroleague. His huge frame takes his weight to over 150 kilos, but mysteriously he has feet like a ballerina and an innate understanding of the game. The centre, Sofo Schortsianitis, known also as Big Sofo, has found his ideal club at Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv.
My secret is I really perform better through a really teamwork-oriented system, and here at Maccabi we really emphasize on teamwork. My teammates, they help me, they give me strength, and they cover my weaknesses. We don't have one player that always, it's one player who scored 20 points every time. We're a team that works around each and every single guy and respects when someone in that particular day he's on his day. And we work with him and we work around him, and this is what makes this team great, and this is what I love about this team.
The team-orientated game of coach David Blatt does not take away the fact that most of the attention from both opponents and also the fans is aimed at Sofo.
Sometimes it's nice, but I'm not really a guy that likes attention, but what can you do? I learned to live with it. It's kind of hard, it's kind of tough, but also you got a good feeling.
Even away from the court, Sofo rarely goes unnoticed. It is impossible for him to walk down the street like anyone else, which is why the Greek giant likes to stay out of the spotlight.
People here in Tel Aviv, they're great people, they're good people. Sometimes they're getting overexcited when we are in the road, when they see us, but mostly they respect our boundaries and they respect our private life. I don't really much go around. My wife, she's always yelling at me for that.
Big Sofo's wife and kids will definitely be at the Final Four. Watching their daddy dominate under the boards is an excellent way to start loving basketball.
I have a son and a daughter. They're 2 and 1, and they're gonna be in Milan, yeah, of course, with my wife and my brother. My son is already he's crazy with basketball. I don't teach him; he just sees and does.
After the experience in the Final Four with Olympiacos Piraeus, this will be Sofo's second appearance with Maccabi. He has lots of fond memories, but the one from Barcelona 2011 really stands out.
When we were in the hotel, there were like hundreds of Maccabi fans outside waiting for us, waiting to see us. That surprised me. It never happened. Never happened before. It made me feel really good. It gave me confidence for the upcoming game against Real.
In 2011, Sofo and his Maccabi beat Real Madrid in the semis, but were defeated by Panathinaikos Athens in the final. However, the experience remains unforgettable, and maybe now, 3 years later, he will finally go all the way.
It was one of the hardest games in my life. The pressure was high, and the feeling, the emotions were many. One of my happiest times playing basketball.
The Magnificent Four may have rosters full of stars, but the most important maxim in basketball is that the team always comes first.
One of the special things about our team is like you never really know who's going to show up tonight.
You never know who is going to step out in each game. Every game it's someone else, and it's our strength.
I don't believe that only one player will make the difference. Everybody have to be there, everybody have to be ready, everybody have to step up for the team, to push the team, to give what he can give for the team.
Well, I think we have many players on our team that can step up, and this is what is needed again when you play against the great team like Real Madrid.
Of course, it always helps if you have very talented players in the team.
Rudy Fernandez. Yo creo que uno de ellos puede ser Rudy Fernandez.
We have so many guys that I know are going to fight. David Blue, I know he's going to come to fight. I know Devin Smith is going to come to fight. We have all fighters on our team. Everybody's going to be ready to play, but to single out probably two guys, I would say Dave and Devin.
I think Milos will. Something that he looks forward to, you know, it's just like his fifth Final Four. I don't know what it is, but it's one that I think it's time for him to get the monkey off his back. I think it's his time to really do what he has to do.
There could be one player whose time it is to lead his team to victory.
Brad Oleson.
Brad Oleson. Last year he could not be with us in London for the Final Four. I think lately he's already stepped up for us. I hope he'll be the one to step up when things start to look bad for us.
In the end, recent experiences suggest it is better to be prudent.
It's hard to say, and I don't want to say someone and just to bring him bad luck or something. So it's hard to say, really.
After all, tomorrow is another day. After two disappointing Final Fours, Nenad Krstic and his CSKA Moscow want to put the last 2 years behind them.
It's even more when you lose in the final. My first Final Four, it was the year before when we lose the last second shot. That's something that I still think about. I don't really have good memories about Final Four. Hopefully this Final Four, if we talk the next year, I'm gonna have more things about funny, stuff. But when you lose, you don't have lots of things to remember.
At the moment, all the focus is over the next 40 minutes against Maccabi Electra Tel Aviv.
Trying to be in the best possible shape, physically and mentally, and I know what to expect now. In this third Final Four, I know what's going to take to win, and I know that it's not easy. It's not just me or other guy, it's team, and I'm thinking more what can I do to help my team to win.
The weapons to win are always the same, even more so in decisive games.
What big games, wins, it's defense. Even sometimes you struggle offensively. If you continue to play good defense, you have a chance to win. And that's one of the things we are focusing now. And obviously we have a very talented offensive team, and just defensively, if we want to win, we have to be on a high level.
One of the secrets is to be able to treat it like a normal game, which of course is easier said than done.
It's impossible to just not think about game, it's an important game, but just trying to do whatever I do before any other game, night before. So nothing really special, go in normal time, sleep, eat normal, everything like usually do. Coach is more for practice, for tactics, for video analysis or something, but for your, what you do before or after practice, it's up to you.
It goes without saying that every player is extremely motivated coming into a Final Four, but maybe CSKA have that drive to want it even more than the others.
Because we lost 2 times and it's final. I'm here and it's finally, I think, it's time to win.
If they were to win this edition of the Euroleague, then Nenad has made a promise. Or perhaps it's a threat.
I will sing the whole song what I sing the year before, and everybody laughed at me. It was the name of the song, Stani Stani Barvoda, but I will sing the whole song.
To make your dreams come true, you have to be ready for anything, and the Turkish Airlines EuroLeague title is definitely a dream. Players would be willing to do just about anything to lift the EuroLeague trophy.
If that happened, it would be my first year and my first title of EuroLeague, which there is a lot of big players who didn't achieve this. Maybe I will come back working from Milan.
I'll swim to America and swim back.
I will walk from Milan to Tel Aviv with the trophy on me, all the way.
Some would even change their look.
I want to get a tattoo in my chest or my stomach. I don't know which place, but yeah, I think I get a tattoo, probably my rib cage. Get the tattoo of the EuroLeague trophy.
Be ready, citizens of Milan, because if CSKA win, then you may see some crazy people around.
I'll run the streets of Milan naked to win the Final Four, anything.
We don't know how much, but we know the title is worth a lot for Victor Sada.
I do have a kind of bet with a friend of mine. I told him that if we win, something would happen, but only for the love of basketball, for Barca, and I'll give everything to try to win it.
A dream so big that it doesn't even bear thinking about.
I
don't want to say anything before winning it, but if we do, I'll surely do something fun, so people can laugh.
If Maccabi were to win, then run for cover.
Well, to jump from the top of Nokia, I guess.
Only Šarūnas Jasikevičius has won a personal three-peat with two different teams, Barcelona in 2003 and Maccabi Tel Aviv in 2004 and 2005. This year, there are two players who can match that. Hines and Kostas Papanikolaou, winners with Olympiacos Piraeus in the last 2 years, are great friends, but only one of them can write history. What is the other's greatest strength?
His three-point shooting ability. He's a great off-the-catch shooter. And also the emotion and the energy and enthusiasm that he plays with. You know, every time you see him play.
I think it's a lot. He has like great defensive skills, jumping, blocking ability, big arms, you know.
Are there any weaknesses?
He doesn't have a flaw. He's a great player. What are you talking about?
Everybody's saying it's his height, but he proved that to everybody that this is wrong.
Does the thought of a three-peat motivate you further?
That's my main goal, is to win the EuroLeague title. I mean, it'll be individually be an amazing accomplishment to be, one of the historical figures in EuroLeague, to have this three-peat. But more importantly, I mean, it'll just be great because this is what my team wants, and this is what we worked for a whole entire year.
Okay, I don't like to think like this because I mean, it would be something amazing to happen in the three-peat, but it's a long way to get there, And if you think in this kind of stuff, maybe you lose your distraction or your way,
Would you be happy to see the other one win?
No, I'm joking. Of course, I mean, I obviously I want to win it, but if we don't win it, then if Papanikolaou gets it, then I mean, of course I'll be happy for him. He's a great guy.
For sure. I mean, unless if we are together on the final, then I would be more sad for my team. But Kyle totally deserves everything.
Is there a message you would like to send each other?
What up, Pop? This is your boy Kyle. I miss you. I know you've been having a great year, but I wish you tons of success and great health throughout this Final Four. Hopefully we'll have opportunity to play each other.
Man, I hope we meet in the finals. I will be glad to get in the final against you. and I will be even happier to get in one-on-one situation and beat you once, because so many times in the practice you stole the ball from me, and so it will be another opportunity for me.
Why do you think you will win?
Because I play for Ceska.
Because I have a great team, great teammates, and we are in a good shape.
Time for goodbyes.
Hello, Kyle.
What up, Pop? How you doing, my man?
I can't wait to meet you, man, in Milan, to spend some time with you, talk with you, because you had 2 amazing years, man.
Very few players have managed to play in 3 different Final Fours, but to have played in a Final Four for both Real Madrid and FC Barcelona is something that almost nobody has done. Ante Tomic is an exception to the rule.
I had 2 so far. First one was with Madrid 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago. And it was my first Final Four, and I was very excited about that. It was first final after many years for Real Madrid, and it was very special for us, not just for me, for every player in the team. We didn't play good at Final Four, and we didn't do much. Second one with Barcelona last year, it was a chance to do something bigger, chance to win the Final Four, because we had a good team. We played great during the whole year, and it was very disappointing for us to lose in semis.
Last year's experience in London can be a lesson to him in terms of the mental approach for a do-or-die game.
It's easier for a losing team that when it comes to the last quarter, and maybe they play aggressively, maybe they give everything to come back and win the game.
FC Barcelona have so many stars in their team, but no single player is decisive on their own. It is a lesson that Ante had to learn quickly in his career.
We need to play like a team, not like one team, one player and 11 others. We need to play like a team, and only like that we can win this game.
The game against Real Madrid on May the 16th is an entire season wrapped up in 40 minutes. However, great teams must only think about what needs to be done.
Preparing by playing games in ACB League. We have important games in ACB, and during those games we prepare our defense, our offense for the Final Four.
4 years after their last title, the Blaugrana are ready to lift the trophy once again.
Because we're going to play best basketball there.
This third opportunity could define his career, and Ante is ready to do what it takes to go all the way.
Everything. It's for every player in Euroleague. It's a dream to win it. It's the best league in Europe, and for me and for sure for all my teammates, it would be a dream come true.
The first final is like the first love. You'll never forget it.
Final Four in Barcelona was my first Final Four. It was amazing. And as a kid that grew up in this club, it was a dream for me to arrive to this event. And it was very exciting to arrive to the Final Four and to see all the city yellow with a lot of fans, and it's a great experience.
In Prague, I remember I was very young, and the semi-final I saw it from the stands. My experience is not very nice from that year, of course.
It was a very young team, without much experience. Especially in the last one, we were about to win it, and we took positive things from there.
However, the Final Four is often a bittersweet experience for many.
I think it was a learning experience. Going in that locker room after losing Olympiacos and just seeing the life sucked out the locker room, and seeing the president just looking at us in very disappointment. We don't want to have that happen again.
In London, well, my feelings were not very good, because I'd come back from a leg injury. but we had it in our hands. But in the end, we fell in the semis.
Y lo tuvimos cerca de ganar al Madrid, pero al final se nos escapó.
Victor is one of the lucky ones because he also has some good memories to recall.
That night we defeated Olympiacos in Paris was probably the best night of my life, sports-wise. When we defeated CSKA Moscow in the semis, the day after we had some time off. Everyone used that to go to visit the Eiffel Tower or take walks with their partners. But me, I always like to stay concentrated. And I was thinking about basketball, so I stayed in the hotel.
For some, it will be the first taste of the Final Four experience.
For what I've seen when Maccabi was in the Final Four, it's almost been like they were playing here in Nokia. Like it's been, you know, thousands of fans and, you know, a lot of supporters and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to, you know, something special.
Can you imagine what it means to be playing in your first Final Four if you're also representing an entire continent?
I'm really proud to make my country proud of me, to make my country exist with the one player. It's really nice for me and nice for my country to have a player who play for the first year in Euroleague and go to the Final Four. Everybody will be watching, everybody will be supporting me and trying to push me to do my best. I have the coach of my national team too, he's coming, the president of Federation of Tunisia basketball. Maybe the Minister of Sports, he's coming too.
The assault on the title will pass through his hands. After 2011 and last year's final, Sergio Rodriguez will lead his Real Madrid for the third time in a Final Four.
2011 was my first year playing in Real Madrid, my first year back in Europe after the NBA. And we didn't get a good feeling playing that Final Four, but that helped us a lot to be better on the years after. And last year Final Four, we got pretty good. We won Barcelona, and then in the final we lost against Olympiacos, but also helped us to get experience, to get better. The victory against Barcelona was a good thing.
Last year, the Blancos beat Spanish rivals FC Barcelona in the semi-final following a huge comeback, and then lost the title game after a terrific first quarter when they themselves were on the receiving end of a fight-back by Olympiacos Piraeus. In a 40-minute do-or-die game, there are no rules.
It will decide with the details, so you have to start strong, but know the game is long and you will have to be ready for 40 minutes. So we wanted to start good and keep it the whole game. We know there will be times that the other teams will play better than us, but we have to keep our focus ready to get the win.
A derby is always a derby. It doesn't matter where you play it, but when it comes in a Euroleague Final Four, you cannot let it affect you.
We don't care about who we play on semi-finals. We know at this point there are only great teams. We don't care if it's Barcelona or any other team, because it will be a difficult game and we have to be 100% to win.
Over the past 2 weeks, all the teams have been focused on preparing for a single game, which is plenty of time to be ready both tactically and psychologically.
Try to rest as much as you can and watch how they play, how they defend, and try to get their weakness possible.
In Milan, Real Madrid will also be able to count on an added weapon.
We expect a lot from JC Carroll. He's been out for a long time. He's been hurt. He doesn't have a very good luck this year. And we know he will be ready and he will be a very good complement for us.
And JC Carroll is not the only reason for Real Madrid to be confident going into the weekend in Milan.
We are very excited to play this Final Four. After losing last year, we set a goal on our minds, and we are all ready to fight. We know it's difficult, we will have good luck, but I think we are ready.
The dream of being crowned champions is approaching once again, and Sergio would do anything to make it happen. But don't touch his beard.
No, that's unacceptable. I like how I look with the beard, and it's not just a superstition that if we win something, I will cut. So I will keep it, even if we win.
Presented by Turkish Airlines, Spalding, and Intersport.